Hi, this is Nancy, and I'd like to say hello to you and welcome you to Social Work 301, Theory to Practice. I wanted to start out today by talking about the definition of the word theory. It's something that we think we understand, but it really helps to clarify that up front. Theory is a supposition or an idea used to account for a situation or justify a course of action. That's just a general definition taken from Google, and you can look up other definitions, but the confusing area is if theories are fixed or theories are works in progress. So up front, I want to start out by saying theories are works in progress. A practice example of a theory that's a work in progress is how we approach homelessness through the use of shelters. There's a theory that people will be safer and less likely to be harmed if they have a safe place to sleep. And there's lots of wisdom in that. But there is a theory associated with that as a good way to end homelessness as well. And we all may have different opinions on whether or not that's accurate. So it is a work in progress. And situations like the homes first approach has a different way of approaching homelessness and to keep people safe and out of harm's way. So you have to realize that there are many ways, many theories that are being tested to find a good solution to the end of homelessness. Theory is just the beginning of a journey where we learn from lived experiences where our theory needs to work. So this is just one stop along the way, and we keep moving on our journey to find the best way to resolve some of the difficult life situations that we find ourselves in. Since a theory is a supposition, it supposes that if we do certain things, outcomes will occur. And so we see that in our workplaces and our practicum settings all the time. We see people who have faced challenges in lives and they are trying different theories or suppositions around what they could do differently to improve their lives. And social workers are frequently the people who are walking beside them during that time. We may also see theories emerging at the governmental policy levels and cultural theories around how the world should work based on values and beliefs that may be very different from another cultural area where values and beliefs will go in a different direction. So we can see the government decisions on how things operate, for instance, around immigration, as one area where theories of what should happen when newcomers arrive in a country, and those vary considerably, as you know from watching the international response to people who are fleeing terrible situations in countries right now. And so I decided that I would look to see if it was clear on the Canadian immigration website if there was a theoretical position that I could pick out just by looking at what they had to say. So I wrote down what they had as their line on the search engine. It says, "Welcome newcomers. We can help you get settled in Canada more quickly." So that's a statement from Immigration Canada that has a theory behind it, that being welcoming and supportive can enable people to make the transition to a new country successfully and quickly. So if you think about that, what is our political position? What are the values that we hold dear? And how are our suppositions built into the behaviors that we demonstrate in Canada in welcoming newcomers? You can also consider what some of the statements are coming out of the United States currently around their relationship with newcomers and how they value the contributions and the possibilities for people to build a good life, and question what are the theories that they have about America that are being demonstrated by the political positions and governmental directions that they're taking at this time. Going more specifically to social work theory to practice, social work theories are often created in academic settings like this, and more functionally at the level of where we work. We borrow from a number of linked fields such as psychology, nursing, um, a variety of scientific endeavors around healthcare where we're using medications, and so there are theories around how those medications will work and that the medications themselves will provide more benefit than harm to an individual. And so we're constantly in the process of living with theories all around us. But social work has its own set of theories, and ours are always related to the social. Connolly suggests that we use an interpretive lens in our work and meaning making of the world around us. So we are constantly theorizing and examining social relationships. She proposes that the social work interpretive lens is enriched by 4 additional lenses that together influence the way in which we apply theory and practice: the relational lens, the social justice lens, the reflective lens, and the lens of change. Each one of those is self-descriptive, and I think that in our work we need to have all 4 of those constantly in our mind, checking to see that we are considering each of those aspects and looking through that lens and saying, how does the relationship impact this? How does social justice unfold in this situation? Are we thinking about how we are part of this story as well? Are we reflecting on our thoughts and our feelings and our actions? And are we making changes accordingly? And then, of course, the lens of change, which means that when we're working with someone, walking beside them in their journey, they're often motivated towards some kind of fundamental change in their life. And so what does that change look like? Where are they on their change journey? How likely are they to continue on their change journey? And how will we support them to do that? For us, it means we need to develop insight into the network of invisible connections between us through gaining an understanding of the social structures and relationships people have with each other and their environment. We need to be curious about the stories that they tell about their lives and notice how their underlying theories and values and beliefs are influencing what they do in their day-to-day, moment-to-moment existence. Our text and this course examine these themes in detail. By the end of the course, you should be able to define what theories resonate best with you. You can apply your lens through your practicum, or perhaps through your work if you're currently employed. Or if you're not connected right now to any field, I would suggest you choose an area of work that you think might be of interest to you in your future. For instance, if you're interested in working with women and reproductive health, then you can start and consider the theories that inform feminist practice, social justice in a feminist lens, what it means for human rights as a woman and your reproductive health if you live in a country other than Canada, and what it will mean as well around change. How do women change, and how difficult is it for a woman to change, and is that different from any other member of society? And individuals who are transgendered or who are gender neutral, gender fluid, what will that mean from a feminist perspective if that is part of their identity that they embrace? How will they take up the story of their life and how that's changing day to day, moment to moment? You're going to put together your own practice framework for the final assignment in this course, and that's going to be basically ongoing work throughout the course as you learn about the different theories and how they relate to practice and some of the practice elements that are based on different theoretical perspectives. And so our first step is to begin to understand the theories behind our actions, and we're going to look at those in the upcoming units. you're going to find compatible theories. You're going to find theories that resonate with you. You're going to be doing work and you're going to say, I feel good doing it this way. I feel really good sitting down having an in-depth conversation with someone, listening to their story, asking them questions, being curious. I feel really good when they state that they have a solution that they would like to pursue, and I can help them build a plan that works for them. So this is where you're going to look at the theories behind it and learn more about those theories and say, this is a theoretical stance that I really like. I'm going to pursue this. I'm going to learn more about this and see how that flows into my practice in the future. So our first step is really getting a better idea of what the theories, the critical theories and the variety of theories that are influencing social work practice today are, and how these translate into the kinds of work that you're going to do in the field, and then choosing some to focus on to take through to a place where you have a workable framework. And that's generally the journey that we're on together in this course, and I'm really looking forward to working with all of you. I'm happy to answer any questions you might have. You can contact me by email. I answer my emails every day, so I'm only 24 hours away. I have a very flexible schedule, so I'm happy also to talk to you at your convenience using any of the kinds of resources that we have. I wish you good luck in the first unit, and I'll see you online.